Okay, so this time we're going to look at Bodmas and squared and perhaps cube numbers as well. So let me find the right page. There we go. Right. So Bodmas. Those of you that don't know, that's basically our rules that we have to follow when we're working out calculations in maths. So certain calculations have a higher priority than some of the others, so we make sure that we do those ones first. The way we remember it is Bodmas. So B stands for brackets, so if we've got any brackets in our questions, then we must make sure we do those things first before we do anything else. The O, sometimes it's got an I, sometimes it's Bodmas, stands for order or indices, and that basically means whether we've got any squared numbers, any cube numbers, or any numbers to the power of 5, 10, 15, 7.5, whatever it might be, depending on what sort of questions. But at primary level, we're generally thinking about squared numbers and perhaps cube numbers at best. Next one on the list is decimals. No, it's not. It's division. I'll get there in a minute. Is division. Okay, so if we've got a division sign, we make sure that we do that one next. After that, M for multiplication, then addition, and then subtraction. Okay, so I've got brackets, I've got powers, I've got division, I've got multiplication, addition, and subtraction. Now, addition and subtraction can be done in any order, so it doesn't necessarily have to be addition and subtraction. Sometimes, to make the problem work, I might need to do subtraction before I do the addition. That's not a problem. And the same applies to the division and multiplication. Sometimes they need to be interchangeable. But I must make sure that I do the division or the multiplication before I do any addition and subtraction. That's the really important bit. Okay? So, with my problem up here, I've got brackets around 12 divided by 4. I've then got plus 7, and I've got multiplied by 5. So if I look at my list, I must make sure I do my brackets first. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. 12 divided by 4. Okay, 12 divided by 4 I know is 3. So I've solved my brackets, which is 3. And the rest of my problem, I'm just going to write it out again to make sure that I don't forget anything. Okay, so I'm now here. I've got 3 plus 7 times by 5. If I look at my list, okay, I've got no powers or indices or any order, so I can go past that one. Then have I got any division left? No, I haven't, because I've already done that. That was in the brackets. So I move on to multiplication. I have got multiplication, so I need to make sure that I times the two numbers that are next to the multiplication symbol together first, before I worry about anything else. So I'm just going to copy this out exactly as it was, plus, okay, then I've got 7 times 5. So 7 times 5 is 35, so I'm going to make that 35. I can put that bit in brackets if I want to say, right, I've already done that bit, that's separate, doesn't really matter, and equals. Now, the rest is really simple because I've only got one calculation sign in the middle, so I just do 3 plus 35, so that I know 3 plus 35 equals 38. Okay, and that's my answer. So again, I must go back to my original question and write in 38, or the right answer, in the correct place. Alright, squared and cube numbers. So sometimes they'll be asked to square or cube a number, depending on what they're working out. We show squared numbers like this. So 4 with a little 2 above it. Okay, that effectively means we're looking at the number 4, and it's times by itself. It's times by itself. So when we're squaring, okay, we've got 2 lots of 4 times together. So we're just timesing the bigger number by itself, effectively. So 4 times 4 equals 16, so the answer to 4 squared is just 16. Right, it's exactly the same if I had 10, okay, if I had 10 squared would be 10 times by 10, right, really easy, 100, simple, okay. So the little 2 just means that I timed that number by itself. Okay, cubed, same process, same sort of thing, except I've got a 3 instead of a 2, so I times the number that is there by itself 3 times. So I times 3 lots of that number together. So 3 cubed in this case would be 3 times by 3 times by 3. Alright, so I have to start with one of them. 3 times by 3 is 9. 9 times by 3 is 27. So the answer to 3 cubed is 27. Okay. Again, if I had 10 cubed, 10 times 10 times 10 10 times 10 is 100, times 10 will be 1,000. So that's as simple as that really. Alright? Yeah, that's it for that video.